This consultation paper seeks to introduce the actual regulations and rules that would implement the financial advisory industry review proposals. These are actually a set of very material and significant proposals. In fact, I think the most significant set of proposals since the enactment of the Financial Advisors Act. The rationale is to raise standards and professionalism within the financial advisory industry, to encourage greater efficiency in the distribution of life insurance and investment products, to address issues like potential conflicts of interest, to make the financial advisory business a dedicated service, to create more competitive market for insurance products, and ultimately to empower consumers to make better informed decisions through better access to information. Okay. Let's start with new entrants to the financial advisory industry. There are actually more onerous requirements relating to the track record of the applicant. So the track record requirements have been lengthened. The academic, educational or educational requirements have been raised, such that you require a diploma level educational standard before you're able to be a financial advisor. There is, in relation to current FAs, there are also more stringent requirements in terms of the financial resources expected by the MES. There's more prescriptions in relation to the CPD hours by financial advisors. There are a lot more prescriptive rules in relation to the non-financial advisory activities that can be undertaken by a financial advisor. And I think one of the more significant proposals relate to the prescription of an independent sales unit that conducts post-transactions reviews of the financial advisors, that first determines whether there's been an infraction that's material or less material, and then assigns a grading for each representative, which then feeds into a balanced scorecard regime. And depending on the grade of the financial advisor, that could directly impact his or her variable remuneration. So these are fairly onerous requirements that's meant to raise the bar in terms of the business conduct expectations by the MES, to make sure that financial advisors deal fairly with consumers, and that if they don't, there will be a direct monetary loss on their part. I think one of the more significant impact would be the requirement of the internal sales or audit function, as well as the balanced scorecard proposal. And here I think FEs need to relook their whole process and think of perhaps leveraging on technology in order to automate some of these processes, but particularly in relation to the balanced scorecard regime, because there are some fairly complex formulas that have been prescribed, and these also have an impact in terms of reporting obligations back to the MES, as well as how these information feed into, say, the HR process, where gradings will determine the amount of variable salaries that will be paid to the representative. So we do know that there are some service providers which are developing solutions for this, and it might be more practical for the financial advisor to leverage on these technology.